Hello, dear sir and ma'am, greeting of the day. I am myself Amit Kuswaha, a student of Rameswaram University studying MSc Project Management, and I am here presenting my GrowSphere Sustainable Project process map to you. And before moving to the inside, I will just want to you to know about its surfacely about it. And today we'll be talking about the GrowSphere project. And the GrowSphere project is an innovative project regarding sustainable urban farming, AI powered technology along with eco-friendly solution to improve the quality and safety of food produced through farming. The project complies with the standard establishment in the environmental, social, and economic governance principles. And today, I will be guiding step by step through the design of our process map. So how sustainability is woven into every phase, and I spare personal insights on what worked well and where we can improve. Whether we are a project manager, sustainability advocate, or curious stakeholders, I hope you will find this deep dive both informative and inspiring. Let's get started. And before we jump into the map itself, it's important to revisit our fundamental objectives and anchor the our primary goals were threefold. Deploy 10 fully operational GrowSphere urban farming ports across target cities within 2 years. Reduce water consumption by at least 80% compared to conventional urban farming, and cut carbon emission associated with production, transport, and operation by 40%. I positioned these goals front and center at top of the process map like a lighthouse guiding every decision downstream. Surrounding them, I place our three ESG pillar: environmental integrity, social inclusion, and governance transparency. By doing this, every stakeholder immediately see that no action is isolated from our sustainability mission. Next, I created 5 horizontal swim lanes to present our core process group. Think of these as the major chapter in our project history: initiation and need assessment, where we define scope, draft the statement of work, and align on sustainability metrics. Design and development, covering conduct, product engineering, AI control, software architecture, and material science. Procurement, supply chain, emphasizing local sourcing, certification audit, and contract negotiation. And deployment and commissioning for on-site assembly, functioning testing, and community pilot rollouts. Fifth is monitoring and optimization, which is our continuous feedback loop measuring water, energy, carbon, and social impact KPIs. By giving each process its own lane, you can instantly see sequence parallelism and handoffs, critical for avoiding the solis that often derails complex projects. Let's zoom on the first lane: initiation and needs assessment. I broke this down to four sub steps: stakeholder workshops, where we gathered input from city planners, community leaders, and potential investors; baseline suitability audit, assessing existing urban farming benchmarks in target cities; risks opportunity analysis, mapping environmental risks like water scarcity and social opportunity such as urban food desert. And the fourth one is project character approval, including ESG scorecard that must hit at least 85 points to proceed. What's key here is ESG scorecard decision gateway, a diamond on the map requiring a cross-functional sign-off. If our scorecard does not meet the threshold, we pause to refine objectives or adjust scopes. Moving the design and deployment, I divided this complex phase into five work stream. There is mechanical engineering, where we prototype the port structure using recycled aluminum; control software, building the AI-driven irrigation and climate control algorithm; material science, evaluating biodegradable pre-rolls for non-load bearing parts; life cycle assessment (LCA), modeling cradle to grave environmental impact; user experience UX design, ensuring our interface are intuitive for growers. In the map, each of these has its own box. But notice the LCA review decision get after initial prototype. Here we require LCA report to demonstrate at least 30% improvement over conventional greenhouse before moving forward. If it falls through, we irritate material choices or optimize manufacturing process. Procurement and supply chain embedding circularity. The third streamline process of procurement and supply chain, I laid out 6 steps: supplier pre-qualification using ISO 14001 compliance checklist, sustainability scoring matrix, ranking vendors on emission, waste management and labor practice, contract negotiation, embedding ESG clauses for take back and recycling, logistic planning, optimizing routes to minimize transport carbon, supply audit, on-site visit or remote digital auditing, final approval and purchase order assurance. I highlighted two critical integration bubbles. So, one at contract negotiation to ensure circular economy commitments, and other at logistic planning, where we model CO2 outputs in 3 transport scenarios. Development and commissioning is where theory meets reality. We define 4 sequential activities: site preparation according with municipal authorities to prepare land and rooftop spaces, port assembly after in modular kits for rapid development, and functional testing, verifying water circulations, loops, sensors, calibration and AI control, community pilot launch, inviting local growers for hand-on trials. Crucially, after functional testing, we have go load gateway that checks water loss rates, energy consumption, and yields uniformity against threshold. These only if these KPIs pass do we proceed to the community launch. The final lane monitoring and optimization is perpetual. I broke it into real-time data collection, streaming water, energy, and CO2 metrics to our cloud dashboard. Monthly KPI review meeting covering all stakeholders. Root cause analysis applying 6 Sigma methods when trouble thresholds are missed. Design update backlogs, feeding improvement requests to development team. Annual sustainability report publicly shared with investors and communities. You will see a cyclic arrows connecting design update backlogs back to design and development. This ensures the process map is not static, it evolves as we learn. And the cyclic arrows connecting is already shown in the MS Word. And talking about the stakeholders and swimmers, let's talk about people. Along the left side, I added vertical swim lanes for our 5 stakeholder groups: municipal authorities, local communities, suppliers, technical team, investors. Within each lane, I mapped their touchpoint. Example: city permits, community workshops, supplier audits, sprint reviews, and quarterly ESG benefits. This visually enforces accountability. You can't miss who is responsible for what or when to loop someone in. I wrapped up the map. 3 major relations emerged. Early visualization avoids reworks, sketching high-level swim lanes in the first week exposed missing decision gates before we had built anything. Integrate ESG from day one. Embedding sustainability criteria in character, contract, and approval means it wasn't an afterthought. It was backed into every milestones. Number third is iterative stakeholders validation. Regular walkthrough with each groups, especially community reps, representatives, uncovered critical insights like the need of multilingual signage on ports in a diverse neighborhood. Going forward, I plan to conduct quarterly map health check to ensure it stays aligned with evolving ESG standards and operational realities. Uh, that concludes in my in-depth walkthrough on the Growsphere map. Thank you for listening. I welcome any questions, suggestions on how we can further enhance our sustainability, integration, governance, checkpoints, or community engagement. And these are the conclusion. The Grow Sphere project is promising for urban farming, aligned with ESG standards, contribute to improving the health of people by utilizing advanced technology like artificial intelligence. This project aims to reduce the carbon footprint and decrease the consumptions of water and lands. And talking about the transparency is in the supply chain, we will also support compliance with the regulatory frameworks. And these are some of the references that I have been added for this project. And finally, I will like to say that we can build a blueprint for truly regenerative urban agriculture. I am Amit Kushwaha. Stay green and keep innovating. Thank you for your time. Thank you.